What's good, everybody? It's Kaige-O Gaming, and we're back with some more content. What did you expect? We're back with our settlement survival here, going to full screen mode. We have a bandit raid coming up in about a month and a half. We got some formations. A third spear or shield formation is about to get formed. Our food situation seems to be doing okay at the moment. I'd like to get some more of these in as plantations, and then I think we'll be doing pretty hot. Still want to organize this a little bit. Although I don't know if we'll need the third row of farms once we get all of these as plantations. Maybe we won't try and focus that yet. We also need to try and get some more fertilizer. But in order to do that, we need more poop. We're looking at food raw materials. I don't think we can necessarily supply more fertilizer. We might be able to get one more. Resources? No, agriculture. Compost plant. Right here would be pretty even with it. So let's get one more down for the time being. Textiles, how are we doing here? We need to make sure that we're keeping up with linen, which it might be a good idea to get a plantation for our flax farm. We have 2 people working here at the moment. But now that we're making down jackets, we're gonna start using our linen up. We're trying to make sure we're not using linen on our rough clothes to save it for our down jackets, since we have plenty of leather, plenty of alpaca wool. We're gonna start using those the feathers as well. Did we put a 4th reed farm down? 'Cause I feel like our reed production is going up. I don't remember. It doesn't look like we did. Water's doing perfectly fine. How are cocoa beans doing? Or coffee? We're only at 400. Work efficiency, but I don't know if that affects growth rate. We have the tools to spare just to check it out. Oh no, we demolished it. We accidentally demolished it. Alright, let's get you back in. Dang it. Alright, upgrade that one. That's a little annoying. We can, because we have plenty of stone. We can also make cut stone roads. But we can start putting cut stone at least in between the farms, because we won't be building anything there. Go ahead and get that done. Might as well get a road going up to here. And also get a road going through here. Here. We'll get cut stone through here. And then we won't use all of our cut stone. But seeing as we're full anyways, we can probably max you out at 750 at this point. I know we were thinking about getting another clinic down. I don't think we have. Oh no, we're building it right here. Okay. Gotta remind myself of yesterday's episode. We're getting the archery camp down. How's our cotton doing? 1,300. We might want to get that textile mill soon. Start making some cotton cloth. What uses cotton cloth? We can use it for the down jackets. Use it for all of clothing. You do not use any linen or cotton, but you guys need silk. Cotton cloth is used for backpacks and costume. It would be nice to start getting some backpacks going. Caravan's still out. It's about halfway done. So let's think about getting another textile mill. And we can just put you... probably put you up here. We just want to make sure we have room for another compost plant. So let's get that down first, just so we can kind of plan it all out. Needs to be even with the top one. And then we'll do textile mill right next to it. It's not going to be even on this side. That's fine. Not going to worry about that. And then we also need to think about getting some more warehouses within this area. We can start getting dates. So we can put another orchard down. You're not done forming up. This bandit raid is about to happen though. And we wanted to put you guys a little further up. Depending on what our casualties are for this, we might consider going after the camp. We have people in the towers on both sides. As of right now, they're working. We'll see how long it takes for them to need a rest. We all know how that goes. How's steel doing? It's doing pretty well. Let's go ahead and get some more housing upgrades. We'll just get 2 for now. Clinic's about to be done. Now, if we look over here, backpacks are gonna increase health. But if we start getting people to wear down jackets, that's gonna increase happiness. Clinic is done. We're still at 88%. Happiness is going down just a little bit, but we're still past that 60% range. We have quite a few events in here. One natural disaster. It kind of looks like a second one back to back. That's a little scary. And then there's something behind that one. Can't see what that event is. Alright, let's go ahead and speed things up. Rather than just waiting it out. Make sure we're gathering these plants. Looks like we're still low on herbs. But medicinal powder is past 4K, so we're good there. We stocked up on a few costumes. Down jackets should be worn. Because I think this is still our stockpile. Maybe not. I was gonna say that might still be our stockpile from when we had the events. Alright, where are you guys gonna go? Shields are coming this way. 2 spears are coming this way. Let's move you guys up. You're both working. You're both resting. Of course you are. That's a 6 formation. 6 and 6. So they got 18 troops. They're gonna hit our walls, which is actually really nice. We've already taken 1 formation out. Need you guys to stop them from hitting this farm. How far are you? You're still far. Those arrow towers aren't gonna go off. How are we doing? We actually didn't lose any. That worked pretty well for us. I don't think we lost any troops. No citizens. And all we lost was a farm. You guys can come on over. Now this makes me scared. I'm kind of tempted to check it out. We're still a little ways away. Okay, so it's weather, immigrants, and I think that's a merchant ship because that looks blue. So I don't think we have any combat events coming up. I'm scared. I think we're gonna pull the trigger though. Why do the farms look like that? They look like a lighter color. Is it snow? Because we're in winter? Alright. Can we pause it? And then send everybody out at the same time? How does this work? Everybody's moving. Let's see how quickly we get melted down. Wow. I don't think we'll be able to beat this. We're shooting like 12 arrows at a time. Oh, we might. I don't think we're doing enough damage. No. Okay. So that was with 3 full shield formations and like half a spear formation. Now the question is this going to heal over time? And also, is it going to reset its health when it levels up? So yeah, we did. We lost a few people there. Few people in our colony. But we had to do some testing. We had to test it out. I think it was worth it. We'll max you out at 2,000. And we'll put 2 people in here for the time being. I don't know if we'll have enough dung to keep up with the production. But for the time being, we'll keep it like that. It hasn't regened any health yet. So the real test is when it levels up. I thought I already rebuilt you. I guess not. How's everywhere else doing? Full on planks. Fuel's doing pretty well at this moment. Let's go ahead and get more plantations going. Why can't we upgrade you? Oh, because we gotta destroy it. It's not an upgrade. Let's go ahead and destroy these 2. How's flax doing? Because we might make this a flax farm and then change this over to pumpkins. Let's just do that now. Pumpkins are not a pressing issue. I'd rather push out linen. Textiles. Yeah, we could do with more flax. I'm trying to think of what needs stuff close to each other. Like here for instance, we need cotton being brought right here, and really all of the cotton. But do we want a supply terminal over here? Do we want to wait until we can get the delivery station? I would like to check this out. We have everything we need, we just don't have consistent production of rope at the time. But we could get a small one that doesn't use rope. Because if we got a supply terminal, we'd put cotton here, dung, coffee beans, and water, and then oats. That way these guys wouldn't have to go far. Or should we just get a warehouse? The problem with the warehouse is that it could just fill up on food. We can take you guys out of the tower. Kind of forgot about you. So I think we should get a supply terminal. Where do we want to put you? Let's get these plantations built. Actually, this isn't even to this side. These pastures need to be one over. Means this needs to be one over. Let's go ahead and destroy that because that's gonna bother me. And then with that, I think we're gonna line up our supply terminal. Logistics. Keep a supply terminal here. Or do we want it more central? Because I don't know how much further we're gonna expand up this way. This is gonna be more farms and then pastures. I don't know. I have to think about that for a little bit. This was soybeans. Let's get those back in, I think. Actually, I think they were peas. Soybeans are fine though. Speed things up. See if we get a natural disaster in a year. We're at 3 tech points. Not gonna worry about that yet. The textile mill can go back down. I'd rather have you lined up here. We'll put you up there. Because we want to line you up with the road. If we put you in the middle, you're not going to line up anywhere. We were going to do flax in one. And then oats in the other. We'll go ahead and get both of you upgraded. And then we'll just add 3 workers to all of our plantations, just to make sure we're getting maximum crop yield from those. You need a second person. And then I'll think on the supply terminal. For now though, we're just gonna do the warehouse. We'll just do the warehouse. We might store certain items in there. I don't know if we'll keep food in there. I also don't want it to fill up with water. Because we seem to be getting a lot. How far till our next order? We don't need to wait. Because we got the cotton last. We could get wheat. That's only 12k. We know the fruits are super expensive. Maple can help us get sugar, but that's also super expensive. Let's just order this for now. I don't think we need anything too soon. But we'll go ahead and let that cooldown run. We had some extra money to work with. We're about to get 4k in less than 10 days. Our mint made 2,500 last year. I feel like that number goes up every year, which I definitely won't complain about. New tech point. Cotton cloth. 2 people. Caravan made it home. Go ahead and slow things down and see what we want to sell next. We're nearly halfway in our first reputation level. I don't think any of that's gonna necessarily help us right now. But we're looking more at the later stuff. We could just do water, but that's only a 500 silver trip. We just have a lot of it. Want you at 0. Could go with tools again. Paper, let's do 500 there. Feathers we're keeping up with pretty well. Do another 400. Beeswax we have plenty of. 500 there, and that'll give us about 4k. 12 people. Insurance, inform. Alright, waiting for the warehouse. In the meantime, we could get gears. That's gonna use more steel though. We're not super pressed for money. Our herbs just came in. Slow it down for a sec while we look at this stuff. How far are we from needing the mine? Still over halfway. Betting shop. Don't know if we're ready for that. I don't know what the ovens and tower bells require. Once we get food under control, we need to rebuild the fodder station. Let's go ahead and get groves. We'll go ahead and upgrade both of these. So we'll take a break for a minute. But hopefully that'll help with the coffee bean output. And then we can finally get some consistency in drinks that are not water. Herb seed, but we can't grow that until we get the nursery. Which we're one away now that we've gotten the grove. So we'll go ahead and spend another point. We'll keep the other 2 points. Nursery could fit in here. Sure, let's take further advantage of the fertile soil we get in this area. You need to move down 1. There we go. Get that going. That way we have some consistent herbs. Not that we're pressed for medicinal powder, but it is starting to go down. Which means we need to gather more plants. We were low on wood for a moment, but it looks like we figured that out. So we won't worry about that. I feel like we're keeping up pretty well on coal. You're full on lamp oil. Let's get you up to 2,500 because we're doing well on beeswax and our inventory's starting to get a little low. And last time we took about 1,000 at a time, so we know we can stock up on it. The smelter, you have tracheitis. Put you in the mine. Put somebody else in here. Allow you to rest. And then the stone cutter. Okay. We'll take both of you out. Put you both in the mine. Get another person in here. Allow you two to rest. Perfect. One person cold, one person hungry. We're about to be through with winter and we still have over 5k food. I think we finally got that figured out. We have extra oats, which is perfect for our beer production. Ink and paper. Paper's at 2k. Ink is at 1,000. Let's go ahead and get the contract. Put another person in here. And we'll use some brick to boost our production. Alright, you, coffee seeds, get 2 people. Construction materials we're doing fine with. Let's go ahead and upgrade some more of our housing. We'll upgrade 4 this time. You, coffee seeds. We are full on rough clothes. Let's max you out at 1250. How are down jackets doing? We're still at 117. How are we doing on textiles though? Linen's starting to fall a bit. We'll see how our flax production is after we have this next harvest. Bandit camp is upgraded. Health reset. Okay. So we either need enough troops to attack twice within a single level, or we just need enough troops to take it out, which we knew. Even 3 shield formations, it did better than I thought it would, if I'm being honest. But that still wasn't enough. We'll get 2 people in here. You're gonna make herbs. Won't worry about using the iron tools right now, even though, and we have plenty, whatever. Go ahead and do that. You can get it as well. And you. Upgrades all around for our harvesting. Fuel's dropping again. We can't really do anything about it here. How many lanterns do we have? Where do we see that at? Lanterns, I can't ever remember. In household goods. Can we afford to switch you over just for a little bit? So we can increase work efficiency here. Because for here, we're gonna need 120. We just need to make 20 more. This mine is at 35%, so it's getting pretty close. This one still needs a senior mine upgrade. No point in rushing into the deep mine, in my opinion. Yeah, it would increase output, but we might as well take advantage of the inventory. We're not in a rush for silver ore or iron. And coal is already there. We're actually full on fertilizer. Max you out at 1500. Being full is great news. As long as our farms are using them. We're up to nearly 10k. Third person getting trained. Same here. I'm a little tempted to go after a third barracks. I think that could be useful. I think it's about time we start focusing on troop training. I think that could be really beneficial for us. Barracks. Put you up here. And with that, we might as well have a stone road. Because it does seem that you guys take breaks. So if that's going to be the case, get a road for now. We'll have to end up tearing that up once we move over our pastures and stuff. But we'll worry about that later. This warehouse we need to organize. I don't think you need simple or fancy food here. Household goods. Don't need you here. You do need water. We won't store any of our beer or coffee here though. Raw materials. You will need malt at some point. You need the cotton here. Don't need timber, don't need plank, straw. You need dung. Dung, water, oats, cotton. I think that's really it. Warehouse. No construction materials. Oops. Do want water. Just reset you. We need cotton here. We're gonna need malt. Don't need linen. We need coffee beans. We'll keep fertilizer here for our farms. Fodder, dung. We might need some more of this stuff later on, but for the time being, we're okay. Clothing, trade goods, or all no's. Fuel, no. Tools, no. Books, no. Okay, perfect. So that should be nice and organized. We'll see how quickly it fills up with food, though. That could be an issue to where we might only store oats in this building. Transfer station is full. You guys need to get working then. We could just increase the capacity of it. You guys need to be transferring things. Got plenty of room in these warehouses. We've already built our groves. How's food doing? We don't have an excess of soybeans or corn yet. I think we're gonna wait on the fodder for the time being. It would be nice if we can pull our pastures here. And maybe keep this area open for our advanced tailors, since they're going to be using so much of the cotton cloth, the textiles all over here. But we are going to need to leave some houses in this area for resting spots. The fact that we don't have any out here, I don't really like, because I feel like these people are quite far. I haven't really been paying attention to how people have been dying. Hoping it's still just from old age, which it looks like for the most part it is. So that's good news. Not losing anybody to freezing. You're just a trainee. This is still getting built. Let's go ahead and 5 times speed it for a little bit. Oh, we're about to have an earthquake. Houses without reinforcements or shock-proof floor foundations may be destroyed. Accidents will occur in mines and quarries and result in fatalities. 50% of stored supplies in storage yards will be damaged. Jade points and gold points will vanish and all wild animals will flee the area. New mountains may form after the earthquake. Wow. That's a level 1 to 2. I don't really want to use all my building kits for reinforcements. We might just see what the damage does there. We might take everybody out of the quarries and mines when that gets close, to reduce how many accidents we have. I don't know if we can afford to pull people from the coal mine though. Iron and stone quarry we can definitely afford to do. Silver, probably afford to do that as well. But the rest makes me a little bit nervous. At least it's not a combat event, because we have no troops. Steel's up to 700. Let's max this output at 500. Get some more of that going. Doesn't hurt to stock up on building kits. They're used for quite a few upgrades and our late game buildings. Food is still nearly reaching 0. Thankfully, we're starting to have another harvest, so we almost have a full rotation of food, but it is still cutting it close. We're still only at 2 skill points. You're not using paper. You need to be using paper. That makes a huge difference. And we'll go ahead and upgrade this last one. We're still not full on schools, so we're good there. But if we find ourselves needing more tech XP, we'll just build more research academies. Oh, we do have a bear over here. A wild brown bear not far from the town appeared and is destroying the trees around it, scaring away the nearby wild animals. It seems that it has lost its way, is in a panic. You want to calm it down and take it home, or send other citizens to capture it? Calm it and send it home, but this says take it home. So like, I believe bears are an animal that we can tame. But what makes it more likely that we'll get it? Capturing it? Some citizens were sent to capture the bear and a large amount of animal fat were obtained. However, due to the bear's struggle, some citizens ended up as sacrifices. So we killed it by capturing it. So next time we need to try and send it home. Looks like we lost 2 people from that event. It happens. It is what it is. We're already at 1,000 flags, and it looks like we're only halfway through it, which is really nice. How's linen doing? It's not doing too bad. Stocking up on some cotton cloth nicely. We're using quite a bit of alpaca wool, but we are stocking up on leather, so can't really complain there. It'd be nice to get another advanced tailor somewhere. We might just put it in this area if it fits for the time being. I'm sure we'll move it eventually, but just for now, we can squeeze you in there. Why not? It is a little ugly, but it'll be close to everything it needs. But we're gonna use this to start making backpacks. Backpacks will be good for us. This got finished. We'll make sure you're using paper. We can improve efficiency further through books. We'll probably be making books pretty soon. I just want to make sure we're keeping up on coal. So let's get at least 1 upgraded. Upgrade. With long residual fuel endurance. So the more houses we upgrade, the less we'll be going through all of our fuel. Granted, we are gonna need more houses at some point. We do have a wild beast coming soon as well. How are we doing on reservists? 2, 2, 0. So we're only gonna be 7 after these 3 train up. We need to unlock backpacks. And that was perfect timing. Let's get some of you going. We'll max you out at 500 for now. The mint worker and fuel worker. Is there somewhere close that we could put you instead? Like, will you go in here? No. What if we take you out? Yes, you'll go in there. So let's get somebody else in here. But now you're just gonna go into the mine. I'm just gonna assume that the mine is better than the fuel factory. I don't know if that's the case. I don't know if we really helped that guy or not. But we'll see. We have 20,000 food. If we go over this amount and consume more of this, I'm gonna be in shock. 20,000 food is a crazy amount. Our warehouse is only 50% full. That's great news. We stocked up on a ton of cotton. We have 1,500 in this warehouse. Let's keep stacking on our plants. How many herbs did we get? Only 312. Medicinal powder's starting to go down a bit, and it looks like we already used all the herb. Most of it went into this hut's inventory. This one's basically out. It'd be nice if you guys could share, but I don't think that'll be the case. Getting pretty crowded over here. We're still doing fine on building kits, so let's keep upgrading these. Watch these be all the houses that get destroyed in the earthquake. I'm gonna be so upset. We are out of dung. So it might be worth to get more pastures. Or if we could just buy a new animal. How long till our order? We still need 93 days. Caravan comes back in about 30. So maybe in 90 days. I don't know if we'll have enough for any good animals. But even if it's a basic animal, we'll take it. Mushrooms and buffalo meat, not for a lot of money. Not gonna sell you any of our food. Alrighty. We'll go ahead and zoom in for a little bit. Get a nice zoom in during the winter. Looks like people are still going from old age. We do have a few people sick with tracheitis. Or we're gonna leave it for the moment. I'm a little nervous for this earthquake. We'll have to see how that goes. We're finally stocking up on baskets, probably because we're getting backpacks made. Made 70 this year. A trader died of old age. One of our knitters. Houston's knocking stuff down behind me because he's being needy. Typical Houston. I'm sure he'll end up in my lap in a few minutes. Say hello to everybody. Like he always does. Or he's gonna mess with my green screen instead. That might have been Maverick knocking stuff down. Sorry to blame you, Houston. My apologies. Alrighty. Conform another caravan. Meow is at 182. Kinda just tempted to sell some of our water. We have so much of it. Sell some clay, sell some sand. It's only gonna be less than 1,000. Let's go ahead and just do that. Free up some of our inventory. And then if we can, we only have 2 tech points. We need to spend 2 in order to unlock another max number of caravans. Isn't there an upgrade we can get? We need hand carts. I'd like to get a second caravan going. Please don't be another natural disaster. I don't want your glass bottles. Is it worth it to spend our points here? How far are we from a level up? We're over halfway. I think I'd like to get some more trading going. Large trading post. We can't yet. We can increase its speed though. Let's go ahead and start thinking about getting this large trading post down. Where do we want to set you? Honestly, large trading posts can just go up here for now. Get that going so we can form more caravans. Building kits, planks, and you are gonna take rope. But we need another knitting workshop, which means we probably need another reed farm. So let's get starting on that. Reed farm is resources. Go ahead and put you along with our reservoir up here. And then let's get another knitting workshop. We can fit you here. Do that. Get you going. A false alarm. Thank goodness. Alrighty, let's speed up time. We used our skill points, so let's go ahead and wait till we can get some more. Sending out these extra caravans will be nice. It'll help free up our excess inventory. Just starting winter and we're at about 15,000 food, so I think we're finally getting that figured out. Our smelter way up here. Really? There's nobody closer that's willing to work there? We'll put you in, allow you to rest. Who's our other person? Our mint worker still. See if you'll go in the quarry. Jaden will. There we go. Alright, allow you two to rest. Our injured people we're not going to worry about. How are we doing on troops? Training our 4th people in these two and our 2nd person in there. So we're close to a formation. We'll probably start with shields and then we'll also think about getting some of our archers as well. I'm not exactly sure what military supplies do. Can we see that? Shield camp. No, it doesn't specify. What if we go to here? We're full on iron tools. I think we'll max you out at 1500 and keep you there. Military supplies, what do you do? They can be consumed in army camps to enhance soldier combat abilities. But it doesn't say what. Crafted from timber, iron, ore, and beer at the smithy. So that must be why the shield camp said it produces beer. Immigrants, I apologize, but we're gonna have to turn you down. Merchant ship arrived. Brick. Durability of iron tools, we're getting steel now. Oh, that's a nice book. Tool durability, cloth durability, shoes, and backpack, all plus 3%. I kind of want to buy that, but we want to spend our money on other things because we want to get another animal. This is finished. We can form 2 more caravans from here. I think we're going to sell some more water. We're going to make it another cheap caravan for us. Stone sells for quite a bit. Total weight is 3,360. Stop. So if we do 500 stone, nearly maxes us out. What about 450? That's pretty close. Go ahead and form that caravan. Buy insurance. Send 12 people. There's another 3k for us. And then paper looks like it's getting under our threshold for staying consistent, I guess you could say. 1,000 beeswax. 500 fat. Okay. Ore. Let's go 250. 250. Iron ore. 100. Okay. Rough clothes. 360. That's gonna be another 6k nearly that we're bringing in. Go ahead and form that. We now have 3 caravans sent out, so I think I'm gonna keep this one for the time being until we rearrange things. We got our tech point, which is great news. 158,000 experience for our next level. So we might start thinking about getting some more research academies soon. But I think we'll be needing it. It's already sowing season. We have a decent amount of beans and corn left over. I think I'm gonna stock up for at least another year or two before we get our fodder. make sure that we have plenty of extra before we start using some of our food. You guys have not started harvesting yet since you've become a grove, so our coffee's falling behind. Beer's doing okay. How are we on oats though? We got 2,600. We're finally getting some baskets stocked up. Not much though. We'll go ahead and do this upgrade because I like to get more of that going. And we should be able to afford it, although cotton starting to run a little low. Two people have tracheitis. Our blacksmith here. Allow you to rest. Who else? Jaden, you never recovered and you became a trader. We need rope from you. And Reed Farm, we need a second person. We'll max you out at 1,000. Start stocking up on some of that. We're down to 33 people, but we also have 3 caravans out at the moment. Plenty of plants to gather. How are we doing on medicinal powder? 4K? We're doing good there. About to have another harvest. Fertilizer's at 100%, so that should help. Everywhere else, fertilizer is not 100%, so how are we doing on that? We're out, but we're also basically out of poop. So in order, animals, sheep is 22, cow, chicken, cattle, duck, pig. So the cheapest animal is going to be 22k. So we need to save up some more money. We can get efficiency here. And we have more than enough silver ore to support that. Bricks are starting to run a bit low. We've been using quite a bit of those. Let's give that some time to catch back up. Are people still dying of only old age? Looks to be the case. Overland trade policy unlocked. What does that mean? Let's check that out. Trade. The round trip time, the carry weight, but the risk of death goes up. I mean, we have more people that we could send out. We could go ahead and enforce that policy. Why not? I don't mind that. We'll just send an extra person or 2 on each caravan. So instead of, I think it's normally 12, we'll do 13 or 14. As long as risk is below 1%, I'm happy. One of these times our caravans are gonna go down, but the good thing is that we have the insurance. I think the cats are finally settled down. The one tech point we have, we need jam, sugar, and milk. We need meat chop. That's another thing we want to start making is the veg processing and the meat chop. So another reason just to kind of stock up on food at the moment. This warehouse is only at 48. Still have plenty of room in our warehouses. Houston. We can get our troop formation, so let's go ahead and get a shield formation. And then we have 1 person left over. 3 others training, so it's going to be a little bit before we can get that second formation. Hopefully the shields can take out the beast. I'm praying that they don't come from two separate areas, because then we might be in trouble. For the most part, we have stuff, and by stuff I mean towers on the outskirts. Down jackets are staying pretty balanced at 100, between 100 and 130. We're finally catching up on baskets and backpacks, so that's nice. We can start using our baskets to upgrade some of our harvesting. When they said it had a chance of destroying our houses, obviously I didn't think it'd be every single one. We didn't take people out of the quarries either. Dude, and then I think we have to click on these one by one, don't we? No. Wait, can we? Shift click is to rebuild the same thing. How? There's gotta be a way to select multiple. There's no way they're gonna make me click this one by one. Be so for real. Be so for real. Well, I won't make you guys suffer through that. I'll go ahead and do that on the off time. We'll go ahead and wrap up. It's been a little over an hour at this point anyways. I think that's a good place to end it. That way I can do this off camera. I'm going to keep it paused. I'm not going to fast forward any time. We're just going to make sure that we have everything queued to rebuild. And then go ahead and save and exit. Some crazy events today. We tried the bandit camp, and along with that, the earthquake. Pretty nasty. As always, I appreciate y'all for stopping by, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Until then, peace out, y'all.